Hello everyone, welcome to this new video for this new season with a brand new, well, sort of brand new lineup. So, let's plan a lineup for today, for today's match. Apparently we'll be playing against AC Ottaviano. So, since we don't have a record, or at least I was not able to find any game records for AC Ottaviano, we'll have to assume they line up according to well, we'll have to assume what their lineup will be according to their squad. Basically, we'll have to try and make it up for them. So let's have a look. First things first, they have a very good goalkeeper apparently, 4.5 stars, 23 years of age. His routine is not very high though, so good sign for us. 17.8 with routine. So the goalkeepers, these goalkeepers will not be playing. Then we have 4 central defenders. They're not extremely good though, as far as I can see. Let's have a look. Here, one more central defender, a young one. So, let's have a look. 27 years of age. He was supposed to be more experienced than this. So 17.7 with 4 stars. Then the other one is probably gonna be this one, 19.5 with 3.5 stars. Not very high. And then let's have a look at Sather. Sorry for my pronunciation. 13.8 with 4 stars. So this one guy is probably gonna play instead of this 3.5 stars guy. So 2 central defenders, we've got them, and 2 central defenders unless they're playing with 3. Well, they might be playing with 3 central defenders. Let's have a look. Now they have a very good right defender though, so I don't think they're going to play with 3 defenders only. Let's have a look at this one guy. 16.1 with 4.5 stars. It's not extremely high in terms of routine. The other 2 here have relatively low experience as well. No left defender apparently. There's probably this one who's gonna do that kind of job. So 4 star, 17.6. So they're probably gonna play with D'Amico D'Amico and either Napoli or Sather. Then on the right, Giannasi. On the left, Provenzi. And then 20.8 with 4 stars. These are the 2 central midfielders in my opinion. 4 stars, 18.8. And then they'll have, alright, a very good right midfielder. 18.2 with 4.5 stars. Not impressively high experience here. We might be able to handle these guys. And Moutinho, 17.1 with 4 stars, but he's injured. This one guy, 19.7 with 4 stars. Interesting. So let's say 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, as far as I can see, and 1 offensive midfielder who's probably gonna be this one, and 1 striker. This one, 3.5 stars, 13.7, or this one, 12.3 with 4 stars, or this one, 3.5 stars, 6.3, not very high. Well, it's quite hard to tell what the lineup will be, but I believe it's going to be something like 4 strikers, 4 midfielders, 1 offensive midfielder, and 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, 1 offensive midfielder, and 1 striker. Yes, I think this is what they're supposed to play like. So, but their routine is very low compared to ours. So we'll have to play on that. Let's first play Hudacek, and here's the guy I was able to buy. Was able to hire a few hours ago. I'm not fully aware if you already saw him in the previous video. I don't think so. I think I might have just hired him. So set pieces. Right, this guy is very good, and I know him. He's very short, so we'll have him kicking basically everything. Penalty kick. So let's have a look at how good he is with long shots. Yes, he's good with long shots. So he's going to be kicking the free kicks as well. He's good with finishing. He's got relatively low experience though. But yeah, I think he's the right guy for the job. Then what else? Since Hudacek has relatively low experience and we don't really need a boost, and we do need a boost in order to face opponents with lower experience. I believe we should play Passeri. The opponent's skills is not highly impressive, so we might be able to play with Passeri, exploit his good skills and higher routine as compared to the opponent. So for that reason, I feel this Passeri guy will do the job. These 2 strikers are relatively slow, both of them, but they should be able to do the job just fine. Well, at least I hope so. Then since our routine is way higher and our skills are higher, probably not by far, but they're higher anyways, we might actually go relatively attacking. Let's have a look. So the bench, Storare de Crescenzo, Bolzi, Alessi, Pistelli is fine. I think we should be going normal or slightly attacking probably. Let's have a look at these offensive players they've got. Well, this one guy has got relatively low routine. I'm somewhat scared with this right midfielder and the right back, but they have not very high routine, so I think we should be able to control the situation, well, to keep the situation under control. Probably slightly attacking is a bit too much because we've got a very thin midfield. Let's go normal. Attacking style is going to be balanced because we're better, in my opinion, at multiple levels. So, in my opinion, balanced should pan out better for us. And then focus side is going to be balanced. Well, unless we want to play on the right wing, because these guys are weaker on the left wing. This defensive midfielder has a tiny bit higher routine than Hudacek's though. Let's see who they're going to play. Well, I was forgetting who's the left midfielder here. Probably this one. Is it? No, he's playing for B team. No, some things just don't add up. This one guy must be playing on the left as a left midfielder. So they're probably gonna play with 3 defenders. It doesn't make any sense. He can't not be playing Giannazzi. So there must be a left defender somewhere. But they've got none. I'm probably too stupid to understand what this is. So they're probably gonna play. Well, no, 3 central defenders just does not make sense. Yeah, it's very difficult to tell what the lineup will be. Very difficult to tell. Well, probably one of these right defenders is going to play on the left. That's the only thing I can think of. This one guy has very low experience though. But he's got good defending skills, except for marking. So yes, this one guy is probably going to play as a left midfielder. And if so, we'd better play on the right flank. Or we might be better playing balanced but slightly attacking. Now this might not be necessary. Let's just try and do this. This is probably too careful of an attitude, but I think we have the skills to win this, to really win this. So let's focus on the subs, because I think that's the best option we have. So Storari replacing Passeri, and then Alessi replacing Boccarossa, Bolzi replacing Variopinto. That's what we want, I believe. So that Storari will keep on growing his experience and allow us to improve our overall striking power. This one, guys, you can see is very good, and he's professional as well. I believe he's got 4 out of 5 with professionalism. That's why I hired him, and I paid 100 million for him. So hopefully he's worth it. But I believe he does. I believe he is. Sorry, I truly believe he is. Very fast, skilled enough. He should be a very good purchase. Should turn out to be a very good player. Well, probably in a couple seasons, not exactly right now, or in general in the future. This guy has got at least nine more seasons ahead. So in 9 seasons, he'll be building up quite a lot of routine. So in the end, I think it's going to be extremely useful for the future of the whole team and the club. Magari, as you can see, is way older, so he's not going to last that much, despite being, of course, more experienced. So, guys, I think that is it for today. Hopefully I made the right choices. I'm not fully convinced to be able to read what the opponent's lineup will be, but there isn't much more we can do, really. So let's try and stick to this kind of plan, and let's assume they'll be playing 4-4-2 with a somewhat funny lineup with relatively low routine and with low skills and with lower skills than ours. This way, we should be able to win, in my opinion. We'll be playing balanced so that we will not be focusing too much on our thin midfield or on the wings, because our wingers are supposed to be stronger, but we can't be fully sure. We really can't be sure about what the opponent's lineup will be, so we can't just assume what they're gonna play like. I mean, had we been able to assume that they would play with three central defenders, well, we just could have been playing on the wings, and we would have, we would have chosen something different, like playing on the wings. Sorry, I'm too focused on what I'm thinking about to speak at the same time. I meant, in case they had been playing with three central defenders, we could have been playing on the wings, and we could have won, in my opinion, in an easier way. But we can't be sure, so let's just stick to something relatively standard, exploiting our skills, which are supposed to be higher than the opponents. So I think this might not turn out to be the best option, being aware of what their lineup will be, but we're not aware of what it will be. So we have to find something that could, a lineup that would be able to handle nearly whatever kind of lineup the opponents might turn out to use. So let's try and see what happens. So guys, thanks a lot again for watching this very first video of the new season with a new lineup. Somewhat new lineup. I'm really glad you're still here, guys, and support the team, because this season, well, if it keeps on going the way it started, could really be satisfying. Not fully sure about that, but the very first sign we had is this team, and these guys are good, but definitely not as good as the opponents we've been facing for the past 2 or 3 seasons in the other group. So let's hope this thing will bring us some points. Thanks a lot again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.